Hey dude, if you are an online coach or a consultant or some sort of expert who wants to grow their Instagram account to over 10,000 followers so that you can get more clients and build your authority, well, in this book, I have two incredible strategies that are going to show you exactly how to do it. Now, I've personally grown my own Instagram account to just over 28,000 followers. I've landed hundreds of clients through Instagram, millions of views, but I've also helped my clients to do the same as well. Kat, using the strategies that I'm about to show you in this video, has surpassed 10,000 followers, and so has James. And Nancy gained 80,000 followers in just 30 days doing what I'm about to show you in this book. Right, so to make this strategy effective, we need to split it into two parts. One half is going to be organic and the other half is going to be paid, so using ads. With the organic part of this strategy, we first need to understand an idea known as TAM, or Total Addressable Market. And what this basically means is, whenever we're creating content or whenever we're making products or services for people, there is a potential market of people who are going to be interested in that thing. Now, the big mistake that online coaches, experts, consultants, etc. make when it comes to producing content for platforms like Instagram is they really focus in on making content about their specific expertise and their knowledge. Now, when you make content about your specific expertise and knowledge exclusively, you have a very small total addressable market, meaning the amount of people who will be interested in that content is going to be small. So what we need to do is broaden the total addressable market and make content that more people would be interested in watching. So let me give you a real world example of this. Now, I had a client, and I'll keep him anonymous for this, but he had a really fascinating offer, a coaching offer, where he helped Christian men quit their porn addiction in, I think it was 5 Zoom meetings or less. That was what his coaching was all about. And when he came to me, he was really struggling to get his content to work. His page wasn't growing. He got 0 engagement on his content on Instagram. And he typically got between 50 and 200 views on every single reel that he posted. And when I reviewed his content, what I quickly realized is that everything he was talking about was to that really narrow market, that really small total addressable market of people that he wanted to serve. So all of his call outs were to Christian men with porn addiction. And although that's great, and we need to make content like that so people know who it is that we help and how we can help them, he wasn't including any content higher up on the awareness funnel that had a larger total addressable market. So here's exactly what we did. We said, look, within your ideal client profile, we can make content about several things that will get you more reach. And then when they come across your page and they see how you help them quit their porn addiction, that's when you'll start getting inquiries. So we started making content more broadly that was interesting for men. We started making content that was relevant to Christians in general. We started making content that was more generally speaking about the adult entertainment industry and OnlyFans, because these categories of content had a larger total addressable market, meaning more people would be interested in watching it, and immediately his views and his engagement and his reach and his following started climbing. Right, here's where we're going to get tactical and, dare I say it, a little bit sneaky with how we grow your Instagram following. And I'm going to use a guy called Gav. And Gav, if you're watching this, hello mate. He did a phenomenal job recently, and I had a conversation with him in my Instagram DMs just the other day. He was basically reporting on the World Cup. He was making content around the World Cup for the duration of the tournament. He was doing green screens, he was making funny videos about the football players and how good looking they are and all of this kind of funny stuff, right? And it got him tons of reach and engagement, and it grew his following massively. Like, he was getting hundreds of thousands, I think even millions of views on some of these pieces of content. Now, the really clever thing with this strategy is that there was a large total addressable market. There were lots of people at that time who were interested in the FIFA World Cup, what was going on in the tournament, and just some light-hearted entertainment on Instagram, watching somebody speaking about the World Cup. But Gavin's ideal client is men over the age of 40. Now, who do you think's interested in the FIFA World Cup? it's predominantly men. So he was growing his audience, speaking about something that had a much larger total addressable market. But within that audience of people that were growing on his page are people who would also have a want, need, and desire for his online coaching services. So I want you to think about that. Who is your ideal client? What are the things that you can speak about every so often as top of funnel content that will grow your page with perfect future clients? Right then, moving swiftly on to part 2, which is going to be the paid advertising strategy to grow your Instagram account. But we're going to have to head into the office so that I can show you this. Okay, so we're going to look at setting up a really simple Instagram growth campaign using the Meta Ads Manager. And the really great news with this is you don't have to create any new ads. You can just use the content that you're already creating so long as it's already relevant for your ideal client. This performs incredibly well, and it's going to get you a really low cost follower on autopilot every single day so that you can grow your audience, build your client list, and grow your authority. So I actually spend just a small amount of money, it's £10 per day. I'm going to show you step by step how to create this campaign. So we come into the Meta Ads Manager, make sure you're in the campaign section and press create. And then we're going to choose traffic as the campaign objective and hit continue. Then what we're going to do is we're going to select manual traffic campaign. And then we're going to scroll down and we're going to turn a few things off just to make sure that we are only sending traffic to Instagram. So we'll give this a name, call it Instagram Growth Campaign. I'll just call it test. And then we'll go into the ad set level here. Once we're in the ad set level, we can call this cold broad because that's the audience that we're going to be targeting. And we're going to change this from message destinations to Instagram or Facebook. I'm going to unselect the Facebook page and make sure that my Instagram profile is the only one selected here. I'm going to set my budget. In this instance, it's just going to be £10 per day. You can absolutely pay more if you want to speed this process up. And then all we're going to do is select the main location that your clients are situated. So for me, it's United Kingdom. I do have a lot of clients in the United States as well, but for the most part, my clients are in the United Kingdom. And then there's one other thing that you should absolutely check off here. So if we go down to placements and we go to Advantage Plus placements and click edit, we're going to go manual placements and just again, make sure that we uncheck Facebook and just keep Instagram checked on here. Then we press next, and then we're going to create our first ad. So as we scroll down here, we're going to change it from create ad to use existing posts. And then we're just going to select one of our posts that is relevant for our ideal client that could and would get us a qualified follower. So if I just select this one as an example, I press continue. Now I like to name these, so I'll call this one, this was a post about a creator called Will Brown. So I'll call this Will Brown green screen. And that just means that when I'm looking at my campaign at the campaign level, I can see which ads are performing well and which ones aren't, and I know exactly what they are. So I can recreate more ads and more content like that. And then all I simply need to do is duplicate this, quickly duplicate that ad, and then select a different post. So if I come in here, unselect the Will Brown one, select this one as an example, and that's it. You want to load this up with at least 5 to 10 ads in here, and then when you're ready and you're happy with all of the ads that you've selected, just hit preview to publish that campaign, and that's going to bring you in qualified followers every single day without posting any content. Pretty cool. There we have it. 2 simple strategies to consistently grow your Instagram following so that you can get more clients, build your authority. See you on the next one.